Arne Slot is facing fresh criticism after his post-match remarks sparked anger among pundits and fans alike, with many questioning his reaction to Liverpool's latest setback. The Reds' poor run of form has already put the Dutchman under increasing pressure, and his recent comments following their defeat have now added another layer of controversy to an already difficult period. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Now, Arne Slot is coming under mounting scrutiny for the first time since taking charge at Liverpool, as the Dutchman finds himself at the centre of growing frustration over his tactical decisions and team selections amid a dismal run of results. The Reds' 3-2 defeat to Brentford at the weekend marked their fourth consecutive Premier League loss and their fifth defeat in 6 matches across all competitions, leaving supporters increasingly uneasy about the club's trajectory. Liverpool's poor form has seen them slip to 7th in the table, 7 points adrift of leaders Arsenal after just 9 league games, with early optimism around Slot's tenure beginning to fade. While there is currently no immediate threat to his position, senior figures at Anfield are understood to be concerned about the direction of performances and the team's inability to adapt to different challenges. The loss to Brentford once again highlighted familiar shortcomings, a vulnerability to direct play, long balls and set pieces, which Slot himself acknowledged in his post-match comments. Speaking after the defeat, the Liverpool boss admitted his disappointment with how his side handled Brentford's approach. He said his players didn't deal well enough with the physical battle and the aerial threats, adding that the team's defensive organisation wasn't at the level required to win at this level. His words, though candid, have not shielded him from criticism. Former Manchester United and Blackburn Chiefs scout Mick Brown has been particularly scathing of Slot's remarks and attitude, describing some of his recent comments as embarrassing and warning that Liverpool must adapt quickly if they are to recover from this slump. Of course, Slot is under pressure at Liverpool and he'll be frustrated, Brown said. The result wasn't good enough, and to lose 4 games in a row in the Premier League is a disaster, so there are going to be questions asked of him. But you can't start looking down your nose at other teams and aspects of the game. Coming out afterwards and complaining about other teams playing long throws and long balls, it's embarrassing. It's his job to prepare for and deal with those. Not every single team is going to play the same way, it's just the way the game is. He can't be surprised coming up against Brentford, who have made a name from utilising set pieces and maximising the assets they've got in their team. It's up to Liverpool to deal with that, and they didn't have an answer against Brentford. Brown also referenced Slot's earlier outburst directed at Manchester United boss Ruben Amorim after he questioned the decision to rest Benjamin Sesko, calling the comments unnecessary and damaging. He added, "It's the same after the game against Man United, when he moaned about other teams changing their starting 11s. Honestly, it's embarrassing and it makes him look bad. Slot's tactical approach and team management have come under fire, particularly after Liverpool's brief resurgence in Europe appeared to stall domestically. Their midweek victory over Eintracht Frankfurt had been seen as a potential turning point, but any momentum was swiftly undone by their latest league setback. The pressure is now firmly on the Dutchman ahead of a crucial run of fixtures. Liverpool face Crystal Palace and Aston Villa in the Premier League before a daunting pair of encounters against Real Madrid and Manchester City, 2 sides who have punished Slot's Liverpool in the past 2 seasons. Compounding the pressure is the underwhelming impact of several of the club's marquee summer signings. The likes of Alexander Isak and Florian Wirtz have struggled to settle at Anfield, prompting further questions about recruitment, tactical fit, and whether Slot's system truly suits the personnel at his disposal. As the scrutiny intensifies, Slot finds himself facing his first major test as Liverpool manager, Supporters are eager for a response, not just in words, but in performances that restore belief in the direction of the club. The coming weeks could prove defining for his early reign at Anfield. In other news, Liverpool's recent struggles have intensified the scrutiny surrounding both Arne Slot and several of his star players, with Mohamed Salah now finding himself at the centre of growing criticism. The Reds' 3-2 defeat to Brentford marks their fourth consecutive Premier League loss, following disappointing results against Crystal Palace, Chelsea and Manchester United. What began as a minor dip in form has quickly developed into a full-blown crisis, and frustration among supporters is mounting as Liverpool's high-profile stars continue to underdeliver. Salah, in particular, has been singled out for his lack of influence in crucial moments. Despite scoring late against Brentford, his performances have failed to inspire a turnaround, with the Egyptian often fading from matches that once revolved around his attacking brilliance. The contrast between this campaign and last season could hardly be starker. After registering 29 goals and 18 assists in 38 league appearances last term, Salah's output and overall impact have dipped significantly, prompting questions about what has gone wrong for Liverpool's talisman. According to sources close to the club, Salah's current issues stem partly from the sweeping changes made by Slot during the summer transfer window. The Dutchman led a major overhaul of Liverpool's attacking line, sanctioning the departures of Darwin Núñez and Luis Diaz while bringing in Alexander Isak, Hugo Ekitike and Florian Wirtz. The reshuffle has left Salah adapting to a new system and unfamiliar strike partners, which has clearly affected his rhythm and consistency. The problem for Mohamed Salah is that he set such high expectations with the numbers he produced last year. One insider explained, "He has struggled this year and his numbers have dropped significantly, the goals, assists and even the chances created. As you said, he has come under a bit of fire for some of those performances, but I don't think there will be any growing pressure from within Liverpool. They know what Mo Salah can do and what he can bring to the team as well. You have to remember that for Mo Salah, he's working with a whole new front line this year. He saw a number of players leave in the summer. He's working with new players, Isak, Ekitike, Wirtz, and Cody Gakpo is the only other frontline player at Liverpool that he's worked with before. Obviously, he's struggled, as have Liverpool recently, but I'm sure the club will be confident that when Salah gets back to form, he'll start producing the goods again." After spending an eye-watering £446 million during the summer window, Liverpool were widely expected to mount a serious challenge for silverware under Slot's guidance. Instead, their campaign has been marred by inconsistency, defensive frailty, and a lack of cohesion in attack. Reports suggest that Slot has grown concerned about the performances of several senior players, including Salah, Virgil van Dijk, all of whom were pivotal during last season's title-winning run. Former Manchester United chief scout Mick Brown commented that Slot is worried about key players at Liverpool as a result of their drop in form, adding that the Dutchman's ambitious rebuild has yet to deliver the expected results. Salah's dip has been so pronounced that he was dropped to the bench for Liverpool's recent 5-1 victory over Eintracht Frankfurt, a decision that many interpreted as a warning shot. Club sources suggest that the winger risks losing his place permanently if his performances do not improve soon. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.